Hello, I'm just setting everything up. Dang, that sounds horrible. Okay, let's turn that down. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm just setting a few things up, so hold on. Gonna go make sure my collection and everything's ready, and I'll be back. Okay, so everything is ready. I'm just gonna wait a minute for a bit more people to arrive. So let me see here. I'm kind of having second thoughts about posting this short that I did showing it off. May have been quick, but then again, you could just pause it and look at it already. So I should not have done that, in my opinion. I'm going to give this until like 5 minutes into the stream when it tells me that, and then I'll go ahead and start it so we don't take too long, wait for too many people. My dog is also here, so hold on. Let's show off the Doge. First, here's my doggy. You know what? Let's start now. I'll go ahead and head into my room and show the collection off. But there's Doge. She's here. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yes, she is beautiful. So here's the collection now. So there are a few new things, such as this top shelf, this shelf, moving this shelf from here, moving this shelf here from here, and then this shelf, which used to be where this one is. So these are like the collaborative shelves. This is the Transformers 1 shelf. I put this one up here because it got way too filled down here and there is no room for Sentinel Prime, which I will do a stop motion on soon, but I decided to leave them up here for now because I like the setup. But then we have this shelf is set up and is my goal in life. Oh, hello, Chase Productions, welcome. But welcome to the stream. And then I was originally planning to have something put around the Nemesis and then all the Decepticons around it. Hello, Henry. Or Rice. I'm not sure. I'm going to call you Rice because I'm not sure how to pronounce that, if I'm even saying it right. But I was going to have something around the Nemesis so all the Decepticons could stand around her. But I could not find something like that. It'd be like a space station area. But instead, I went with hanging shelves. But if I ever do find something like a little platform that I'd go over the wings, maybe, just to have them there, and then more room up here. But for now, this is where all the Decepticons were going. My brother said he liked it because the white blends with the wall, and it makes them look like they're flying. But, you know, that's not that much of a big thing for me. But moving on from that, let's get to the old stuff, so we can talk about that first. So, from the first time I did a collection tour live, oh my gosh, my hand's shaking. So, the first time I did a collection tour, this was already like this, maybe like one or two new figures, I'm not sure. but barely anything's changed aside from the Studio Series shelf, which housed all my Studio Series figures, Studio Series. But not all of them, like these guys up here. But I wanted to make a Bayverse shelf, so that's what I've done. I think if I ever get another figure, it's going to be the Shockwave that they re-released, so I could do that. But is there anything you all would like to know here? Just anything. But while I wait for any questions, if there are any. On this shelf, I kind of wanted to do a Gamer Edition shelf, and then Rise of the Beast shelf. You're lagging a little bit. Yeah, probably I am. Sorry about that. I have good internet, but I guess a few people are on it right now. But moving on. I wanted to have a gamer shelf, but I do not have enough gamer figures as I do Bayverse figures. I do have enough Rise of the Beast figures, but there's no extra shelf I have currently for them. So if I ever going to upgrade this again, I'm probably going to add more hanging shelves just atop the wall. But also another thing is, what color should I change this to? Because it's a nice orange, and I think it fits a little bit. But I'm not too sure about that, because I don't want to overuse colors such as red, which has been used a bit, and then close to purples. This top light should not be that color. Hold on. I'm going to change that to white. It should not be that color. But I use white shelves, the white lights for like bigger things, like if there's a bigger figure. I do not have any lights. I do think I haven't, well, I think I may have an extra puck light somewhere here. I'm not sure where it is right now. But I do have one, I think. Yeah, I had an extra one from displaying that when the Nemesis was up here. But I want to put kind of lights up here and then maybe 2 to the side. Hopefully it wouldn't be too heavy if I do end up doing it, just to illuminate it. Oh, Maximum versus Maximum, welcome. How many figures are there in total? Just curious. Last time I counted, which was like a few days ago, 83 or 84, I think. But I can recount just to be sure. But I also have Galvatron and the Sweep down here, and my brother's Transformers Prime, Steve, for some odd reason, he's down here. I have him there, though. Because I have those two down there because I do not have room for them up here, which I wanted there to be room. Like, I put Galvatron here. He looked okay. It's not the best, but I prefer here with Barricade. And I was going to try to put him up there, but I think Megatron fits better up there. Good old Steve. Yes. Awesome. Thank you. But I will recount. Also, if you all want, I could tell you the price I got them at, and if someone could keep count of that and add it up, because I'm not good at math just on hand. But, so, I'm going to count every figure here. So we have number 1, Skylinks, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I like bronze. I'm at 25. I'm not sure if I should recount already because I think I may have added one, but we'll count again after this. There, I gotta fix them. Also, I want to do something new with this shelf because it's just kind of packed down. It doesn't look as good as the other shelves now, but 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So we're at 47 for just this one shelf. You can count those guys if you want, like these guys. Last time I counted, I had 110, but now I think it's 150 through 120. That's crazy. I think I maybe hit 100 figures, but that's just a maybe. But so we're at. Bro, I already lost count. Now I should start over. Sorry. I'll be quicker this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. There, 47 at this shelf. Okay. 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Those, if you want to count them, I'll count them in a separate count. 51, 52, 53. Oh my gosh, 53. I got it, guys. Hold on. Please stop counting for a second. I stop commenting. I need to count. I'm getting distracted. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see. 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, I think. I may have counted off. I'm not sure where. I'm losing track. But, so if we say like 61, 62, 63, 64... Then, where is it? 65. No, you're behind by 10. How am I behind by 10? Bro, I'm losing my mental sanity. You went 60, then 50. Okay, great. Now you all see my incredible math skills. But in terms of Transformers-related skills, before I have to recount, I can tell what figure just by feeling it. I think that's kind of easy because some of them have, like, drastic changes. But, like, some of them, like, if it's a repaint, like these guys, I can still sometimes name them, just depending. But it's mainly just a guess with those. But overall, even if it's, like, the same sculpt, I can tell by which one, by the looseness or something. So, I guess it's somewhat thing, but I bet everybody can do that if they put effort into it. But then again, I also know the prices where I got them. I think that's the best part about it. But moving on from that. Okay, I gotta start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, I'm losing track. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, focus, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. So 82 figures. Oh my gosh. That took all my concentration away from me. Like, I could not think. I had real trouble right there. That's probably not good. Oh my goodness. Are you all still there after that? Like, I'm dying. I think I need water. I have no idea where I put it. But overall, there's the entire collection in view. Thank you. Oh my gosh, my head's in pain. But what figures would you all, like, which shelf is your all's favorite? Between, like, the collab shelves, like, every single shelf. Need an ambulance? No. How long have you been collecting? Well, since birth, I've been around, like, Transformers, but, like, not as I am now. Currently, I'm the biggest Transformers fan in my family. So, like, I started collecting, like, I mean, like, getting them, but not, like, as a hobby at, like, maybe 7 or 5. Like, through those years, I got a few figures. But then in 2022, I started picking up a bit more, but, like, not a lot. So, like, I got some in 2020 and then 2021, but I mainly started in 2022. And then it just started growing from there, little by little. But then, like 2023, I really got into it, and then I started collecting. But also, today is the 4th birthday of my channel as well, which is also why I'm doing this video here, this live stream now. I started when I was a kid, when Titans Return first came out. Nice. I think the oldest figure I ever saw in store, at least that I can remember, was like, I don't know when, but like the first figure I got when I really started getting into Transformers was Cog. So I've had him for like 3 years. Amazing collection. By the way, I think my collection is 140. Too many. Well, that's nice. But I also have some guys in here. My channel turns 3 in 3 days. Turns 3 in 3 days. Nice. Happy channel birthday. But this was my second figure that really also got me into collecting. He sadly broke. It's the '07 Ironhide, the original one as well. Like, I got them right before they disappeared off the face of the earth. I got them for like $35, the normal Voyager price. Well, I guess at that point it was just a little bit more expensive, but he broke here, so the chest panel's gone. And I want to get another one, but I'm not sure how I feel about third party. But this is also what led me to liking Ironhide a lot. So, but that's not the only figure in here. Legacy animated Optimus Prime Rise Tomorrow, amazing. But we also got Rise the Beast Bumblebee, who has a loose door which cracked and his head fell off. My first figure was Titans Return Skull Cruncher, but my oldest figure, the Combined Wars figures. Nice. You all got, I think, I don't have that many old Transformers, if at all. But then there's, Bumblebee movie Thrust, which I really loved. Well, now he's broken. He has a little chip here, so that'll fall off. Like, his leg panel will fall off. I've tried pulling it out. Well, I'm afraid it will. And his head fell off. But that's the main reason why I got Skywarp. But he also looked very good here. And then what was it? Oh, yeah. So, a figure I was really excited for, I believe, 2023? Like, early 2023, was Siege Hound. He is such an amazing figure. I love him. I'm not sure if he's the best figure now. Like, his ankle pivot's a bit weird, but he's still a super good figure. If you ever find him, I recommend getting him. My oldest figures are '07 Brawl and Jazz. Oh, fun fact. Like, my third oldest figure that I have on display is also '07 Jazz. But I'm not sure if you're talking about the original or the Studio Series, but for me it's the Studio Series. But I also want the '07 Studio Series, just to be specific enough. Brawl, but he's $60 on Amazon. I'm not sure if he's worth that much, so I held off, and I got these two and him. So, I think, yeah, Siege Hound is great, but the transformation is really interesting. That is also true. I love Siege Ironhide mold. There's Virgin. I also love the Siege Ironhide mold. I think he got a tad bit too much, especially with the Earthrise. This is the Earthrise mold, which I only have in the Shattered Glass Ratchet, which is still pretty good. The parts for me is not that bad, but I also have the 86 Ironhide, the dead version, along with Prowl. But that's why I keep most of these guys in vehicle mode, so they, they don't look like they're dying. Also, the light's coming through, so it might ruin the vibe a little bit. But I think the most expensive Transformer that I got physically when I went out was at GameStop. And he was $99. Not $100, but $99. But he's on this top shelf. Can you all guess which one he is? Like, out of all these figures, I'll show you each one. We have 86 Optimus, 86 Bumblebee, Siege Optimus. We got not Blue Shrink. Jetfire leaves a very imposing shadow. He does. I also like keeping his helmet on, which which I like, without the chest plate, because if I had the chest plate on, you won't see his head, so I keep that right behind him. It is very imposing. I'm going to try to get Bumblebee movie Skywarp. I have Thrust and Thundercracker. Nice. I really love the Bumblebee movie Secret Mold, specifically Starscream. He looks the best in my opinion. I'm pretty sure you got Jetfire as a gift, so I don't think it's him. Okay. Well, technically, yeah, you would be right. My dad did give him to me. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it was him who was the $99. But now that I'm saying that, there's a second one, which is also crazy. I have 3 commanders on one shelf. Let's see. I wonder how many I have. I think I have like 4 commanders, which isn't too much compared to people like Stellaris Prime who have like 1,000. But yes, you are correct about Jetfire. Which I prefer Skyfire, in my opinion, because it sounds cooler. And that's what I grew up with as well. Also, I'm not sure if my brother drew his mask, but he drew this. Here, I usually had an Optimus right here, but he drew this face, and I showed it to him that it looked like Primus Productions. Hello, welcome to the stream. But he drew this, and it looked very close to the mask, and I told him that. I was like, oh, well, I wasn't actually trying to draw that, but that happened. So, it's there. And I just drew random Gundam face, random Matrix, and a bucket, which is Megatron. Don't ask why he's Megatron. I have said I have no Commanders or Titans. And they are a bit overpriced, and I only get them on, like, birthdays or when I get, like, a lot of money. Like, birthdays or Christmas, that's the only times I can get them. Aside from last time, I could have gotten it, but I decided to get 3 other figures. But for all the new releases, I have almost all the figures I wanted. I did get Solus Prime. Her foot popped off, and it got very annoying. Like, every time you twisted it, it just popped off. So, I returned her. But I also had nowhere to put her, so that's kind of a good thing. What is your rarest figure you have? My rarest? Probably the Nemesis, because she's nowhere on sale aside from eBay. But there are a few others, like the Seeker Pack, which are pretty rare. You could say this Optimus Prime. I would have said Jetfire, but you know, he's coming back on sale. But in terms of rarest, aside from the Titan, probably Commander Armada Optimus Prime. Apparently that happens to Solus Primes. With heaps of Solus Primes. Yeah. Like I chose Solus Prime over Sentinel because I heard Sentinel had more problems. But that was a complete lie. Solus Prime was way worse. He has like a semi-loose bro, this thing won't focus. A semi-loose shoulder joint, but it's not bad. It can still hold pretty much the weight you give him, like the shield. But he's a lot better. But I have not touched him for weeks. So, but getting back, oh wait, hold on. What's your favorite Bayverse figure in your collection? Well, so believe it or not, I really like Sideways and Jazz over all these guys. Hit Optimus Prime's knee joints, not knee joints, what's it called? His ankle, his ankle things, like his spurs that help him hold up. I forgot what they're called, bro. They keep on popping off. He's fine, he's just a bit loose. He's still fine though. But I think maybe either the Optimus or Jazz. But I have not touched Jazz in a while because he's a little bit broken. But I also do love the Soundwave. Can't transform into his car mode because he's missing a clear plastic tab. But I do have an alternate satellite mode for him. Okay, hold on. I'm going off on a rant. I need to read this out. My foot. I found Legacy Dead End surprisingly rare. It took 6 months of various pre-orders and failed eBay purchases for me to get one. That's crazy. I'm not sure I'd even go through that much. That much trouble. Like, the most trouble I ever had looking at a figure that I couldn't end up getting was Leadfoot. Because $200 to $300 on eBay prices, at least when I looked, are way too much for Leadfoot. Like, I know he's probably a good figure, and that's why I wanted to get him. I loved his design, but I could not find him anywhere for a cheap price. But also, there's a figure that I really wanted to get, which was the Armada Unicron, like the original Armada Unicron. because I wanted him to be the centerpiece, because of course the normal Unicrons, like the HasLab ones, like $2,000 on eBay. I would say he's more worth 600 or whatever, like maybe 1,000 at the most. But I could be wrong. But I did not find one, so I got these three. Okay? But the stupid part is Stellaris Prime, immediately after I got these guys, put his Unicron up for sale on eBay. I'm like, for $80, and I could have gotten that. And probably still have gotten this Optimus or the Sentinel. And now I'm like regretting my choice. But now I have this display. I cannot undo this. So that's just happening now. But, is there any questions you all have? Like, also, I have a question. Shelf out of all of these. You'd have to sell a car to afford HasLab Unicron nowadays. That is too true. And I really wanted the new HasLab that they're doing, but I can't. It's also way too expensive. Like, I think where I draw the line for Transformers is like $2,000. Like 300 or like 400 is fine, I guess, for a normal HasLab. But the after prices I don't think are worth it in terms of that. So, but moving on from that, my most expensive figure for each shelf, which I have here. Now, this is not including aftermarket prices, just for the prices which I got them at, not the usual prices. But him, $90, $99. And why am I doing this? Because, I don't know, I'm bored. Here, probably the most expensive figure I have here is Optimus, almost beaten by the 2-pack for, no, $2,000. No Transformers worth these. That's true. Like, unless you get like a 24-karat golden plated masterpiece Optimus, then that's where I'd say it's worth it. I love top right shelf because of the dark purple lighting. Okay, thank you. But it's just barely above these two because they came in the Walmart 2-pack. It was worth it. I really love the Bumblebee movie Ironhide design, but I can't get over how loose it is. But the RC's okay, but her head pops off, like, you know, whatever, pops off a little bit whenever it does when I hold it. Why do I have 2 bronze? Because he is such a good figure. I also painted this one's gun, and it turns out very well. I'm probably going to paint Optimus's sword to give it, like, a nice color. But moving on from that, the most expensive figure from this shelf, I do not own these two. These two are my brothers. I would have said Megatron, but I don't own him. It's Shockwave. Why Shockwave? Number one, he was $43. That was the pre-order from Hasbro Pulse. This guy got a discount on Target, which was pretty good, so he's the most expensive here. And for this shelf, it's a bit tricky because of some of the figures going up. But at the time I got them, probably Optimus Primal. He was the most expensive on this shelf, I think. Top left, typo, yeah. Okay, on this shelf, this also gets a bit tricky because then I have 2-pack figures. If I want to include, well, then I also have the 4-pack figures here. But it's between these guys. These two, this guy, and the Seeker over here, because he's over here for a Decepticon. But it's between those, between like 75. You're a Transformers fan? Yes, I am. I'd say a moderate fan. Well, a pretty big fan. I know more about Transformers than I do collect, in my opinion. But that's for those shelves. It's basically a 2-pack. Most of that shelf was actually made with packs, actually, now that I think about it. These guys, like, this entire row is from a pack. And, like, part of this row is from a pack. Like, 3 figures in this row is from a pack. And none of these figures are from a pack, but, you know, they're there. I have a lot of Transformers, and I thought Q was not Wheeljack, but he is. That is true. I believe Q is from a separate person. He's non-existent. He does not exist. But moving on to this shelf, the most expensive one here. This is its own shelf. These are hanging shelves, so that these are separate. For this shelf, it's Nemesis. $200, of course. I spent too much on Transformers. That is also true. I believe if you're a big Transformers fan, you start collecting, then we've all spent a little bit too much. But then we say it jokingly, and then we're like, yeah, but really, not really. Most expensive figure it's between a 2-pack or 3-pack and a 4-pack. This guy's from the 4-pack, but I believe these guys are a bit more, being like a little above the original Commander price, which is like $75. I got them for Christmas, and they're official. Someone asked me if they're third party, but they're not. And it's really nice I was able to get those because I can't find them anywhere anymore. I was thinking about getting more, but I can't now. But then on this top shelf, the most expensive figure is Shockwave. I got him for $80. This is my biggest regret getting him. Because I could have gotten Commander Class, Ultra Magnus, which is nowhere to be seen aside from on Hasbro Pulse for $80-some on a pre-order, and I don't have that money now, and I don't care about pre-orders that much, so I regret getting him because when I came back, I'm like, oh, Ultra Magnus is gone, like when I had the money, but then it's like, he's still there, but now he's not anymore. I got him on Amazon. My brother got this Megatron for $35, but he gave the Megatron to me. And then $55, of course, normal pricing. But he's worth it, in my opinion. A lot of people don't like him, but he has barely any mistakes, aside from the jet mode. You can excuse the jet mode, but like the rest of you cannot excuse the jet mode, but you can excuse everything else about this figure. I have Transformers 2007, Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, and Last Night. And Rise Beast, that's nice. That's like a lot of series. But on this shelf, my most expensive, why some people, well, I guess you could say this Megatron, because it was like $16 for the cannon and this little back extension, plus the $25, which would make him like, what, over Voyager price. But let's just say it's normal pricing. He'd have been $25, but now he's like $80 on Amazon because of high demand. But again, it's Sentinel Prime. I don't know why, but my mom got me them for Christmas. Nice. I don't know why, but like the jet mode for Blitzwing. It's not a bad jet mode. Like, you could probably get rid of all the tank parts, but then he wouldn't have a good robot mode. It's not the worst. It's the only thing I agree with people that dislike him about. But it's between these two. Either he's more expensive if you want to include upgrade kit, or he's more expensive because he's a normal Voyager. I live Earth Spark, Transformers 2, and Transformers Prime. I want to get the new Earth Spark Soundwave. Where I'd put him, I have no idea. Like, maybe like on this shelf because he looks good. But then again, I usually do change the shelves because of the series. I can't find TF1 Megatron anywhere for an affordable price. That is true. I found mine at Walmart for $25 as soon as they came out. There were 3 of them. Do you have Shockwave and Soundwave? From what series? Because I do have Shockwave and I do have a Soundwave. I have a Shockwave here, and a Soundwave here. But I was able to find them as soon as they came out and I got them. There were like 3. My brother wanted one, but we couldn't get one because my dad said no. Do you have a shock? Yeah, oh, sorry, I just read that. But then from this shelf, of course, it's this guy being $96, Armada Optimus, which I want to get the Galvatron or the Hotshot. But I love Red Alert. Between the figures here, like, they're all great figures. And then here, of course, is like the normal shelf. There's no comparison between the prices because these guys were 2-pack and he was a normal one. He was just a normal figure, basically. But these are the collab figures. And I have the batteries in here, too. Do you have Knockout, Breakdown, and Arachnid? No, I do not. I do not have any of those guys. And I assume you mean from, like, Transformers Prime. I do not have those guys. Yeah, there's Earth lights. You can turn on you can turn on these headlights. Same for Optimus, but, his is a bit hard to reach. You could turn on those lights if you wanted. I tend to not have them on. Maybe if I'm making, like, a video or something, I would. I Love King Dragons, whatever they are. Predacons? Are you talking about them? But yeah, this is like the collection stuff. Yes, okay. Glad to know I'm right. Also, we do have some of the boxes in here, like up here, but that's only 3 boxes. Like I store the boxes in the room which we call the podcast room. So we have 2-pack, Bludgeon, and Ruckus, the dead guys, and the Nemesis box. But oops, I kicked my dog cage. But this is the main collection, everything. I have a clone mask right there for no reason. But okay, but this is like the entire collection room, and I'm gonna go show you where I keep all the boxes real quick. Okay, we're here. This is where I record also. Room. But in these doors, I have all of my Transformer boxes. All of them I say all most of the time. Do you have Night Optimus? Do you mean like Travis Knight Optimus from the Bumblebee movie, or Transformers Age of Extinction Optimus? Because yes, I do have that version. I do not have the Nightverse Optimus, which I wanted to get, but he's too expensive, so like everywhere is like $80 or whatnot. But here are most of my boxes. This is like deluxe classes thick, so there's another row behind them. 2 commander boxes, Optimus commander box, and this entire tower is made of deluxe boxes, but then it goes up to Voyager boxes. Man, this is a nice collection of box art. Yes, it is. I'm saying this because we're on the topic now. I love the Bumblebee movie box art, but this is one of my favorites, the swoop, because like even the background just goes so well with it. The Optimus is just a bit cluttered for me to like it, but in terms of the art, yes, it is beautiful. I do love the new box art for the Studio Series and Age of Primes. They just look so good. How much money have you spent on buying those action figures? A lot. A lot. I'll have to count all the money, but I do know how much I got each of them for. So, you don't have Optimus, like the Optimus version, the 2 and Nemesis Prime from Quintessa. Oh, you talked about this one. So I do have this version of Optimus. Yes, I do have the one which Quintessa makes Optimus into the Nemesis Prime thing, whatever, if you want to call him that. All he has is a scratch. I do have him. I do not have the Bumblebee movie version, though. Oh, we also have the Yellow Park Optimus Prime box up here. I like the Yellow Park figures, but some of them just break easy. But this time, this one earpiece and it broke off. But they did send me a replacement. It does cost money for the shipping, but other than that, it's, it's fine. But then again, like, oh, hello, Trim. Welcome. Yes. Okay. Also, I believe this is the Alita 1 box. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check. Hold on. Because it's bothering me. I'm just staring at him like, who's here? Oh, it's Armada Starscream. Okay, that makes sense. It's a Voyager box. Let's see, who's back here? Bumblebee movie figures, Rise of the Beast figures. Okay, so just those. So, fit back in. It's like playing Tetris in real life with like 3 dimensions. But oh, fun fact, this Scrapper figure, I believe that's his name. I forgot. He broke, but he was a pretty good figure. Like his hand broke off, sadly, or something. I can't remember. I don't know where he is now, but he's floating about somewhere in this house. But I feel bad because I did like that figure, even though I did not know how to transform him. So that is sad. So hold on. I'm gonna check the statistics for my stream. Sad, yes, sad. It is very sad. Oh my gosh, this light died. Come on, I just charged it. How did it die so soon? Hold on. Rip Scrapper, yes. So I'm gonna turn on my big ring light now. And I'll plug these 2 lights in. So give me a second. Okay, hold on. Okay, so 2009 and 2020. Actually, that's pretty close to when I actually got him. I broke him like 2021. And I got him in 2021. Well, no, actually, I broke him 2023. I got him 2021. So your dates are actually pretty close to when I actually did get him. Okay, but let's move out of this room. Hold on. It's flipped. Horribly inconvenient. Okay, so we're back into the collection room. And now I need your all's opinions on some things. And who here can actually keep track of math for me real quick? Because, like, Scrapper is gone but not forgotten. Yes, he is definitely not forgotten. Okay, wait, who here can keep track of stuff for me? I need track of numbers, because I'm going to tell you all the prices I want. I'll do math, okay? So, just tell me when you're ready, and then I'll be spouting out numbers of how much I got them at. Because I want a total, but I am too much of a wimp to actually make one myself. So I'm going to do it here for someone to do math for me. Because I am like that. Not me. Okay, Tarnhauser, tell me if you're ready or if you still want to do it. Because you got quite a few figures to go through. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. My fan's going, but I'm sweating. Also, my light's broken. Ready? Okay. So, for this figure, $76. For Warpath, $51. For Swoop, $56. 25, 96, 99, 53, I guess. I'm gonna go with 53. It was like a little bit after market prices. $18, 31 for the Hound, 22 for Sideswipe. These two together were $22, I think. I got this one for $24. What's his name? Grapple. Moving down. $12 on Shockwave. I think $27 for not Blitzwing. Skywarp. 36, wait no. $41 for Shockwave. Let's see. 35 for Mainline Optimus Primal. 35 for Cheetor. And 55 for Optimus Primal. 25 for him, Scorponok. 35 for Gamer Ratchet. 25 for Gamer Bumblebee. 35 for Gamer Megatron. 35 for Gamer Skywarp. 31 for Mainline Optimus. And 35 for Yellow Park Optimus. 75 for the multi-pack, so I'll no longer be counting those figures. 55 for this multi-pack. 75 for this multi-pack. $15, I think. Maybe, yeah, I think $15. $25, 25, 35, 35. 200 for Nemesis. 75 for those three Seekers. 23 for Barricade. 55 for Blitzwing, 35 for Megatron, and 80 for Shockwave. 88 for these movie theater things. 25 for Optimus. I think $14 for Alphatron, $25 for Megatron, $15 for the upgrade kit, $35 for Sentinel Prime, $35 for Starscream, $35 for Red Alert, $96 for Armada Optimus, $25 for 07 Jazz, $25 for Dark of the Moon Jolt. No, Revenge of the Fallen Jolt. And $18 for Dark of the Moon Sideways. $25 for Soundwave from Dark of the Moon, yes. $56 actually for this Optimus Prime. $41 for Galvatron. I cannot get Discord. Sorry, I am not allowed to. $50 for these two guys. $50 for this guy. $55 for this guy. And last and definitely least favorite, $35 for the sweep. So that is the price of everything. The reason why I'm not counting these guys because I don't know how much they cost. It was this was birthday, but that's the price of everything. So I'll let whoever's doing the math do the math and replay through the video. I lost a like from the stream for doing all the math. 2,533. Thank you, Tarnhauser. Now I forgot the number. Thank you. You did a good job for doing that. I'll have to write that down somewhere. Oh my gosh, now I finally have that done out of the way. I can't imagine how Stellaris Prime felt calculating his collection. And the sun's completely ruining the vibe right here, also. I can't block that. But is there any what? Okay, hold on. Number one, what figure do you all want me to take down and bring to the other room so I can mess with while I talk to you all? Because I'm gonna stop here just for a little bit. I was putting them all in a calculator as you said them. I was locked and loaded. Bro shot, you shot bullets out very fast apparently. You should go to those math competitions or whatever, because I was not being slow. Well, I wasn't being fast, but I was not being slow. I think I'm going to take Sentinel Prime with me. Are there any figures you all would like just to see me mess with? Like any figures you want me to transform? Because he said that he didn't round up the price. Well, you don't need to round up. Because if you were rounding, then it would be only $2,500, which would be easier. But because I'm specific... Oh, hold on. Little Keith, I'm a high math percentile. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I gotta write that down. 2, thing. 5. This will not work, this spot, so hold up. I'm gonna do it up here. 2... 5, 3, ugly 3, ugly a 3, 0.00. There. Now I'm ready to remember. Warpath, yes. Yes. Okay, hold on. I think I'm going to... Oh, my dog's barking. Oh, dear. I need to turn this light on, but I don't want to because there are 3 modes, but it always skips the others and does not do light and does the ugliest light ever. Now, it's broken now, so it's annoying. I'm going to take Sentinel Prime. He takes ages to put up here, but I don't care. He's mine. That's going to be a pain. Get Warpath? Okay. I'll get Warpath. Hold on. I'm going to need to sit him down, grab him. I'm going to set down the phone real quick so I can go put them in the other room. But just put in random figures. So just a quick look. You can see here, 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 here. You can go back and pause if you want. So just going over the entire collection. Just put random figures in for me to do, just not all of them, or not a lot, so I can bring them in. Okay, now hold on, I need to transport to the room. Okay, I can't. Solus Prime is with Amazon now. I returned her because she kept on breaking for no reason. Very annoying. She had like some weird quality control issues. But here are the figures. Now I actually have the time to mess with him. Like I messed with him when I got him, then I immediately. So I did not have time to see how much he has to offer. I him a few times, but that was it. So I'm going to get him in the normal mode for now. I do want to do a stop motion with him because he will be cool to do a stop motion with, especially turning him into battle mode. But I did call how the slider joints would feel here. I'm not usually a fan of joints like that, but I think it's fine here. I like the battle mask, but when you put it away, he kind of just gets a double chin, and he doesn't look the best. But, you know, that's something I could get past. OP, like Optimus? Which Optimus? They actually did a great job making Sentinel look green accurate. That is true. That is also very, very true. Like, all my nitpicks are, like, very minor. Maybe for the exception of, like, a loose joint. But, like, he does do very good. He's hefty. He feels very nice in hand. And he's very easy to transform. Like, my one problem is he's got a double chin. And his ankle spurs, his heel spurs, that's what they're called, aren't the best. But then again, it's also the way you pose him. I'm gonna fix my camera. All of them. I told you I can't do all of them. But overall, I think he's pretty good. Again, I mean, I don't mind this shoulder type joint. He put a little weight at the end of it. That's true. Hold on. So I figured out what to do. Just pull this out, and he's got good ankle spurs, heel spurs, and they work with the ankle pivot. So that way he won't fall over as easy if you want to pose him or something. I love the blue they put on him. He looks so good. G1, what do you mean G1? Like all the G1 figures? I can't do an entire shelf. I gotta leave some of it up so like I don't have a pain cleaning up from the stream. Also, here's his little accessory. I wish they did, honestly, just for this, I wish they did like clear plastic. Oh, hello, Os. Welcome to the stream. Nothing's up. I just did the collection tour. I'll go back in there soon though. But I do wish they made this clear plastic. 86 Optimus? Okay, I can do that. Just give me a bit. It's been a while. Yes, it definitely has been. Especially since I did a stream. My last few streams are chaotic. Not very well planned out, but they're fine. I do wish they, again. Oh my gosh, I can see why I'm lagging a bit. Hold up. I wish they made this clear plastic. I made health bar channel. What do you mean by that? But, okay, sorry, but I'm going to continue talking. They should add up the... I should add up the troll in my collection. That would be nice. I want to, like, I like counting things, but, like, when it comes to actually having to do math outside of, like, counting money or something, then that's kind of where I draw the line for me. But these feel a bit lackluster in terms of paint, But overall, I think he's pretty good. And another reason, like, since they decided not to do as many figures nowadays for Transformers, I think they're putting a lot more quality into them as well. Also, I'm gonna bring these down. I like those healthcare channels who make videos, movie or show. Sorry, I don't know who that is. I do not know who that is. Okay, but I will transform him. So, basically, I already have the heels done because the way I like them out. I can't wait to do a stop motion on him. And this guy, he's so fun. Is that like one of the Naruto figures or just talking about something I have no idea about? I like how easy this transformation is. It's much better than, like, what else they could have done. The truth is what I make it. Yes, it is. Okay, wait, that sounded wrong. I mean, yes, that's. I'm not sure how to say that now. Sentinel Prime's probably one of the best villains we've had in a while. Like the Michael Bay versions. The Michael Bay version, not versions. He's. I don't really call him a villain. He was right in his own ideology. This one is just kind of evil. Okay, are you talking in another language or something? I'm sorry, but I have no recollection on what you're trying to say, Jim. Also, you could probably recreate the cog scene with this, but you can also like hide something in there and just like turn it around when he's in vehicle mode. I'm not sure how I feel about the shoulders, but they remind me of the Robots in Disguise Starscream transformation, like the animated show, like the recent version, which is not really recent. Like the one where the continuation of the line continuity, that version. It reminds me of that Starscream shoulder transformation. This transformation, though, is a lot nicer. It feels very nice. And everything's very cleverly put in. Like, they're able to put in all the details that there were in the movie. Oh, welcome, Lord Corporal, to the stream. Man, I wish I got that Nemesis ship when it was available. I know a lot of people like it. For my first Titan class figure, I sort of expected a bit more, but now that I've had it a while, I'm like, oh, well, actually, it's not that bad. But what is bad is transforming her. Like, she has a few quality control issues. If I ever want to get another Titan, it's probably going to be the Cybertron Metroplex, because he's so cheap. Or I might aim for, like, the Titan I want right now is the Trypticon that they released for Age of Primes. Hopefully, by the time I'm able to get him, which is like Christmas or birthday time, he's still available. Hold on, I need to. Sentinel was slightly menacing in TF1. They wrote him so well. They did. It's one of the few movies in 2024 that was actually good, and I'm glad because it was a Transformers movie. If it was not good, then I'm not sure what I'd be doing. And like, I remember when, after the movie, I'm like, if they ever make a figure of him, this guy, I will get him. And I held up on my promise, because I usually don't. Because, like, the mainline one looked good, but I didn't want to get it because it was kind of small. Wasp is good, yes. I really liked how Trypticon changed into the newest ship, in the ship of Fall of Cybertron. I do like that as well. Like, it was kind of like, I'm not sure how to put it, but like the Fall of Cybertron games, even though I haven't played them, I've only seen stuff and like heard the lore of it. I do think they are well done, just based off the story. Also, you can pull these guns out for shoulder guns for some odd reason. But let me add in these guns. I can't wait to do a stop motion on him. Like, his vehicle mode is actually super big, surprisingly for his size. Like, he's small, but then his vehicle mode is just, like, all sprawled out. But I guess that's just because of the wings. The war for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron games are so good. If only I could find one. for a decent price. You can find them on the GameStop website. Actually, they're like $60 for the DS, which I don't think is that bad, especially for like how good the movie, how good people say it is. I just got the game pre-owned, and it's absolute cinema. The Combaticon scene and Metroplex scene are so good. I want to get it, but like I'm waiting for them to actually remaster it with their, even though they lost the game files. Like just download the game files off the 3DS chip. Surely it can't be that hard, but maybe it could be. I could be wrong. Sadly, I only have an Xbox 360. Honestly, after all the time I've spent playing games, especially with one of my friends used to have an Xbox. I'm not sure if it was 360 or not, but after handling it, I think the controllers are a little weird, but honestly, I don't think Xbox is a bad console choice. But I prefer PlayStation because I've played the PlayStation 2, 3, and 4 because my older brother, who moved out, had them. The PlayStation 2 somewhere, according to my dad, he may have given the PlayStation, the PlayStation 3 somewhere, but according to my dad, he may have given the PlayStation 2 away to a Goodwill without knowing it, which is a great loss to the Sigma. I'm fine having an Xbox, just sadly I can't find any discs for it. Yeah, what I don't like nowadays are people like avoiding making discs and it's like digital games only. But like it's fine to an extent, but like when what's it called? Like the PlayStation 5 Pro release, only digital games, no disc cross compatibility, like no discs. Half of all the video games that are played are with discs, so that's kind of disappointing to see. Especially for like PlayStation, because like all their games used to be on discs, and most of them still are. Hold on, I'm gonna put up a second light. That's not the light I want. Hold up, I'm gonna grab a light, an extra light. Bam. Also, I'm getting close to 1,000, which means I'm also getting close to 900 subscribers. Like, I gained quite a few subscribers in the last few days. Oh, you got Skylinks, too? I wish I had him as well. He is a nice figure, Skylinks is. He's a pretty good figure. I got him, like, right before he got taken off of Hasbro Pulse. Lego Dimensions. I've played quite a few of the Lego games. I have not heard of quite a few, but I have seen Lego Dimensions recently, but I'm not sure how I feel about it, because the thing with it is, like, going across multiple verses, but, like, I like games that are centered on, like, one genre, not multiple. Unless it's like, you know, like a crossover, then that makes sense. I do also really like... What's it called? Trying to remember. Oh yeah, the all the Lego Star Wars games are masterpieces. We have like a few of them, not all of them, but we have like the Skywalker Saga, the Clone Wars. Like the Lego Clone Wars game is cinema. I do not like that the Skywalker Saga does not have like custom compatibility or anything. Like you can't make your characters. It's not that fun. It's not as fun as a Lego Clone Wars game. I love old Lego Marvel games. We also had a few Lego Marvel games. We had Age of Ultron and I forgot what it's called. The normal one. Like not normal, but like the one with Galactus as the main boss with Loki. That one, that was amazing. But like I don't like... We also had the Lego Lord of the Rings, which was also very cool. I like the traversable maps that they had. Like, it was just one big map, very few loading screens, so you didn't have to wait too long. The missions were not the best, but they were pretty good. I especially liked the Lego Clone Wars 3 game. That was the best. Like, you could do your own battle campaigns. It's like an up-close RTS game, if you know what that is. I love the compatibility with all the older Lego games. The newer ones are pretty good. Like, they put into graphics, sound effects and game mechanics. But with the older ones, they actually really focused on a lot of the older aspects. Like with the new Skywalker saga Star Wars game, it focuses on all of them, but instead it avoids all the cool features which they had of the previous game. Like the Lego Clone Wars 3. That is honestly my favorite Lego game. Like the way the mechanics work. Like you could play it solo, multiplayer, and either way was fun. You could make the custom minifigures, and also I'm just kind of partial to the Clone Wars. Because that was kind of the spot where I grew up with. Specifically the game, not the shows that much. I watched the original movies when I was like young, but not too young. But I still like the Clone Wars. Something about it is much cooler. But moving back on to, what's it called? Transformers. I finished Transformers Armada, watching that. So that was a pretty good ending. I don't think I'm going to watch the Energon, the rest of the Unicron trilogy, because they might ruin it or something. The Clone Wars was such a great era of Star Wars. Yes. I like the feeling of it. Like, it's history, yet it's like the history of Star Wars, like part of it, but it's also more modern than the original series. Like not in terms of like animation looks. I mean just like in terms of like, because my brother said, and it's true, Star Wars is a dystopian universe. So like things get progressively worse, with a few exceptions. With like the newest trilogy, if you want to consider it part of the Star Wars universe. Like, they make the Star Killer base thing. I haven't watched it yet, though. Because I don't kind of want to. I might, who knows. But, like, with that, like, they have, like, a breakthrough every now and again. Like, with the Death Star. And then, like, the Clone Wars. Something I don't understand about the Clone Wars, like, why did they blow up the cloning factory? Of course, they gave us a canon answer, which is that they didn't want the Kaminoans making clones behind the Empire's back because they didn't want to get overthrown or betrayed. But then again, they could have just killed all the Kaminoans and then cloned their own clones and stuff without the risk of betrayal, which was a much easier way. Ooh. The new trilogy gets a lot of hate, but I think they were pretty good, to be honest. I haven't seen it. I have a few minor issues with it. Like, I feel like it should have ended with the original trilogy, and then, like, the new version is, like, it's like What If with the Marvel show. Like, these are what could have happened. But then they also did the Star Wars Visions, which I also watched. I watched some of them, not all of them. The new season's pretty good, actually, though. Like, the visuals and everything, that's nice. Okay, hold on. I'm going to place those here. I'm doing it in the wrong way. Boom. You see that? This is skill. Pure skill. And I got to do it again because the arms weren't in position. But I am great at transforming Warpath. I'm getting distracted a little bit. Oh my gosh, the arms are so hard. But I think I finished the Transformers Armada, which was pretty good. I don't like what the animation style for the rest of the Unicron trilogy being like the 3D animation. It was new and they wanted to do it. But like the Transformers Armada style looks so good. Like the anime style. They had a few like misanimation problems. Like sometimes in one episode you see Hotshot when he first not when he first encounters, but like the second encounter with Wheeljack in the show. You see Hotshot gets a Decepticon symbol for some odd reason, like just one of those old animation mistakes. Like they appear with the wrong symbols. Okay. Honestly, I like the 2D animation series more. Something about 2D just feels right. Yeah, I think it's mainly just because the original series of Transformers was in 2D animation. Also, I just love the thrusters here. They're so nice. I do believe it's because the original show was 2D, but then also the 2D animation in the Armada trilogy, why it is different. It just looks so good and it fits. It fits for what they were trying to do. Like they're able to do the big scale without using too much money, as in like the 3D big scale, which looked off and with the rest of the series. At least that's my opinion. I love Transformers Animated. I started rewatching Transformers Animated. Well, not rewatching, but watching. I need to start that again because I just kind of stopped. But I just kind of stopped watching it for some reason. I don't know why. I should probably restart it and then rewatch it because like I always had problems like skipping through random episodes, just finding a random episode with Armada, and then I did that with what's it called, Transformers Animated. But I just need to stop and watch it because like that's kind of hard, you know. Gen Z people do that all the time, bro. The light turned off on me. It's dead. How is that possible? Well, hold on. I'll switch lights. Give me a second. Okay, light. Like being able to see. Also love the. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna turn him into battle mode now. After messing with him in normal mode. Because like, I don't think I can spend enough time on like each mode. I don't feel like I am. Also, I'm concerned a little bit for Shadow Wave because like he disappeared, and according to him, he's been on Instagram, but I don't have Instagram, so I wouldn't know what happened to him. He's just not posting on YouTube. He's like, I'm doing this one because I want to, and it's hard to post on YouTube. Like, how much harder is it to just copy and paste the post and then do it on both, like post it on both? I'm sure it's a little bit harder, but I just kind of want to see Shadow Wave on YouTube again. He's like disappeared off the face of the internet. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave these out like this. BRB, be right back. Okay, see you later, boss. Mr. Boss, Oss. Also, I need Shadowway because he's one of my moderators. Like, just in case, you know. I doubt anything will happen. I never knew much about Shadow, but they seem nice. He is nice. He is nice. It's a he, if you were wondering. At least I think he's a he. Yeah, he is. Sorry. I'm not sure what I'm saying. He is. I like this mode. I like this mode. But I'm not sure whether I should have these here if normal mode or like back here. Like Shadow Wave is like me, except like hello, welcome Jackson. I just joined, yes. Welcome to the stream. Currently I always like to be sure about pronouns. Yeah, nowadays that's kind of things you want to be sure about. I do wish that, oh dear. Okay, well, we can't hold it up here like that. Oh, okay, just not right there, not right here in this area. I do wish they made, like, add sparkles to it, because it looks kind of off. But the engineering of this guy's amazing. He just looks so good. And, like, in any mode, he looks good. And the posability's pretty good. Like, why it's like basic, like it still allows him to get all the poses you kind of want with him. But I'm gonna turn him into his battle mode now as soon as I get him into this normal mode, because I wanted to mess with his normal mode, but there's not a lot to mess with. Like, I think the best thing about this, about Sentinel Prime here, is that he's just best when you just transform back and forth. I think that's his best part. Hold up. Okay. Okay. Also, I really love this part. Because like the storage for these like Shin guns or Shin missile gun things are just amazing. They fit in so well. Like everything about his battle mode's perfect. Like especially down to the way the mask is like adds on. Especially because like it gets rid of the double chin, which is just annoying for me. But now I gotta get him back into his pose for the shelf. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna bring. Yo, what up? Welcome. Hello, TJC Turtle to the stream. I have so much trouble. I'm not sure. TJC. It's hard to say that. I want to say TGC because it makes sense. Like card game, you know? Because I used to collect Pokemon. It's like, you hear that almost every day, and then, like, you change, and then boom. It's just so hard. I don't know why it's hard. It's hard for me. I need to get him back into his right pose so he can fit on his shelf. You like the rebrand? I think it's okay. I just like the Optimus Turtle on skateboard. It was an amazing. The rebrand is pretty nice though. I do like the new profile picture. Oh, you collected. Do you have a favorite Pokemon? I do. I like Cyndaquil and Dratini. Dratini was my first Pokemon. Cyndaquil is my favorite starter. I'm still an Optimus logo. That is true. You still are. I was thinking about rebranding myself, like, away from Warpath. But then everybody said no. And then someone said, yeah, it's fine as long if you want to. And I'm like, that's true, but, like, no one will remember me. Heracross is nice. I love Heracross's design. This pink shiny is amazing as well. I think in terms of shiny, though, controversial opinion. I like Leafeon. Shiny Leafeon and normal Leafeon. Leafeon is my favorite evolution. Okay. I remember one time I went to this theme park. I'm not gonna say which one because you will probably never have heard of it. And on the way we stopped at a Cracker Barrel and they had a Pokemon tin. Leafeon has a pretty nice shiny. It's subtle, definitely subtle, like very subtle. But like I like it. I like the subtle shiny. I don't believe, and then there's a Pokemon tin, and I get it. It was a Machamp Pokemon tin. It had Machamp with the face card. My brother got one with Gengar on it. But when I went home and opened it like the next morning, there was a Mega Gyarados, which is also one of my favorites. Mega Gyarados is one of my favorites, and it is a shiny Mega Gyarados. I like subtle shiny Gengar. Yes, I do too. Oh my gosh, this other light turned off. Okay, well, I guess today is not the day for my light. There's an extra light. I just need to let this charge, I guess. Okay, there we go. Like, my favorite pseudo legendary is Dragapult. I like it shiny, like the yellow contrasts so well. I like shiny hunting in the video games as well. Especially in Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus is such a cool game. I'm not sure how I'll feel about the new Legends game yet. I think it'll be pretty cool though. Hello, welcome back, Oz. We were just talking about Pokemon for no reason. But, I'm not sure if I want to transform him back. It took me, like, a minute to transform him. And then it's, like, I don't like messing with Warpath too much because he's a bit loose. I like playing Fairy Name Gold, Rogue, and the shinies are really good. I really like custom shinies because I know there are a lot of fan Pokemon games, but I don't like playing them as much. I don't like playing them because they kind of ruin the original factor. I like sticking to the official stuff. Not to upload video in my second channel. Oh, nice. Nice. I think my new logo is Western Star as a turtle. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I think I understand what you're talking about. I think. Also, on camera, I'm just saying this because I'm thinking about it right now, but, like, on camera, my voice sounds so different from what I hear. I know that's, like, common, but, like, on camera, my voice sounds so squeaky, but I don't hear it. So I probably sound stupid, actually, when I'm on the stream. And I'm only thinking about that now. They keep the original shinies, but they also have new ones that are rare. All the Pokemon are the same, though. Nice. I think, so, like, shiny, I like Dratini, because that was the first Pokemon I was introduced to. I was introduced to Dratini. That was, like, my first one. I also like Haunter better than Gengar. I used to think I had really high-pitched voice, but apparently it's rather gravelly. I haven't heard your voice. You don't have any videos on your channel, at least that I know of. I gotta put these guys back on the shelf. So hold on, I'll be right back. And then I'll take the camera to the room. Okay, because this is so stupid to put up on its stand, I'm gonna do it on camera, because that's funner. And also, so I don't leave you all for hours on end. Because trust me, it is kind of hard. Haunter is so much better. I do like Haunter better. The design's much cooler, and I have a very nice Haunter plushie. Hold on. Okay, now I'm gonna have to do it off camera. At least I'll be here and able to talk to you all. Okay, there we go. I believe, well, he's somewhat on. It's partially. Like, the hard part's being able to pose him and fix his pose. Like... Oh my goodness. I like Haunter better because of the design. Gengar is still very nice, though. I like Shiny Voltorb as well. That was one of my last shiny hunts I did in Scarlet and Violet. But I also, in the game, but I also really like the Hisuian Shiny Voltorb and Electrode. The black just looks so good. I got like a ton of those. And then there's like a bunch of random shiny Pokemon, which I got through trading. Like random people just trading shiny Pokemon with names of the website on it for some odd reason. Like, I'm going to go to that. Like, who gets hacked by those? Well, clearly enough people because they do it. Okay, I'm going to see if he looks good on the shelf, and then I'll be back and take you all into the collection room, which is also my bedroom, so... Nope, he fell off as soon as I tried putting him on the shelf. This is how much I hate putting this guy on in the shelf. And, like, they gave him a 3mm port, but, like, none of my things are, like, strong enough to hold him, even when I screw them in tight. And they're, like, not high enough. either. Is anybody still there? And the stream soon, actually. I don't like how he leans forward too much. I have a fake cast timeline. I'm still here. Okay. So I think he's in well, but I don't like him facing forward too much. The Hasbro stands are still pretty good. They're very nice and sturdy. Okay. Also, how many subscribers am I at? I was hoping to make 830 by the end of the stream. I may or may not hit that. I'm at 829. Okay, so I'm really trying to get him not to lean forward as much because I want him standing like straight up. I probably should not have taken him off the shelf. I already regret it, and I said I would, and I do. So, there's that. Okay, so he's not leaning as forward as much, but I gotta make sure the grip around him is still stable. Okay, so I'm going to try to delicately move him. I will be right back. Actually, first I'm gonna move the camera, so at least you all will be there, so I don't have to, keep on saying. And I'll bring you in there soon. So hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna try and put him up. I'm gonna have to, set this somewhere. Somewhere here. Maybe this will work. You can see this. Hopefully. Okay, it will not hold itself. Hopefully this does not fall, so. Dang. He took out wheel jack. Okay, I'm gonna just set this down for a second. The phone took down wheel jack and Braun. But Braun's gonna get back up easily. He's just that type of figure. Okay, so I'm gonna have to fix this later, but So, back to fixing these guys. There we go. Okay, so I have all these guys set back up. I think the ending of the stream is me just gonna try and fix this. I'm gonna have to get a stand for that, so you all could probably watch me. Hopefully it looks good. But y'all probably won't watch that, so... It's either that or a black screen. You all choose. Or very zoomed in. Hold up. There. You can see me now. But you can't see what you're supposed to see. Which is these guys. So, I'm not sure how to do this. I'm just gonna set you all right there. And you will barely see anything as I try to fix my incredible mess. My sister's at a concert, so I'm gonna game and watch anything right now. Dang. I went to a concert once. It was the only concert I went to. It was nice. It was fun. Very entertaining. Wait, you'd rather watch a black screen? Basically, you're watching nothing. Well, I guess you're hearing something. Okay. Okay, wait, it's back. Can you all see? Can you all see? Does this look good? Someone tell me if you see anything. I want to... this concert when I was younger. But that's about it for me. We could see, okay, because someone called and accidentally screwed over something. So wait, hold on. I'm going to turn on silence mode so nobody accidentally calls. Okay, silent mode is on. I forgot to put that on. So, I was making Healthborn Revenge of the Fallen. Jeff Fire sacrificed himself. I want him, and I kind of want him back. Okay, so I don't think that looks exactly like it did when I first did it. When I first had him up here. But I'm going to see if I can just turn him a little bit to the left. Okay. His chest seems kind of off. Still looks good though. Yeah, I'll have to fix him later. Maybe like, I just kind of, it's hard to get him so perfect because the pose I want him in is like a hard pose. Like I thought it'd be easy, but it's harder than I ever thought it would be. So, okay, I think that's pretty good. So, is there any shelves you all want to see? Transformers 1 shelf is coming on. Yes, it is. I want to get the Bumblebee and the Elita 1, but I think, if anything, like, I'm going to have them vehicle mode off to the side. I really want them to do a Studio Series Alpha try-on. That would look so good if they do it right. Because I love the Prime Changers. Like, it's so easy and nice to feel. Like, the plastic's very nice and high quality. I think my favorite recent figure is Red Alert, though. Out of, like, every shelf I have has so many good figures. I'm not sure, like, which is the best, but I definitely need lights here. Or something. Again, I want to put up long floating shelves. Like, one up here, and maybe a long one above these guys. Maybe, maybe not. But those would be for, like, the legacy guys. Maybe a few of them at least. I'm not sure where to put them. They look fine here, but I'm not a big fan of them being here. Like, out of everything, I think I have more legacy figures. I could be wrong. Like, Studio Series figures. Actually, I think that's what I'll count. Legacy figures to Studio Series figures. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. So, like, oh, I forgot to put RC up. She's falling on Ironhide. I want to get a third Brawn. He's so good. A third Bumblebee movie Brawn. That'd be so amazing. Okay, so like 16 legacy figures. Now on to the Studio Series figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I almost counted. Yellow Park. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, 16, 17, 18. I forgot those are Studio Series figures. So I have 2 more. Well, no, then there's the 86. So I think it's just fair to say I have more Studio Series figures and Legacy figures. But I think for a while I had a bit more, just a tad bit more Legacy figures for a while. I do like the Nemesis, although not my favorite figure because she's so hard to mess with. But the ship mode looks amazing. With the exception of this piece, which won't stay. Again, I need light here, because this will not look the best without light. But at least the light from the other sides peel up to that one, so you can see them. But overall, what would you all rate it out of 10? Also, there's this shelf, which has nothing to do with everything. This is just like random knickknack shelves that I have. I gotta fix that though. Like random sodas and stuff. And Pokemon cans. And Minecraft cans. These are like Minecraft promotion cans. But I think overall, I like everything that I've done here. Especially, like, my favorite figure from each shelf would be, like, hard to choose. Specifically on these shelves, like this stuff. I like the display set up. Yeah, I like it as well. Although I do wish lights were here. And I want more stuff here, but then, like, if I ever do get a lot more figures, which I, of course, plan on doing so as a collector, I'm not sure where I'd put them. So that's kind of, like, the main problem now. the main problem now. I just had a voice crack. But, favorite figure from each shelf, which is one of the last things we're going to do. Shockwave, Bronze. This shelf is hard to do. I'll be back here. I think here it's this Bludgeon and the Earthrise Shattered Glass Optimus. Out of this shelf, now I'm counting these ones as shelf. This one is a shelf. I like all the molds up here, but just because they have a little bit of an edge, I'm gonna go with these guys, because like one's a triple changer. I think here I'm gonna have to go with Megatron. He has a more solid feel than Sentinel. This isn't a competition, of course. Armada Optimus. Here it's a bit hard. I think everything here on the Bayverse shelf is a bit more even, but I think just for right now, this is not my permanent opinion. Night Optimus. Transformers The Last Night Optimus. Or Age of Extinction, whichever. Again, these shelves are like solo figures. But I have no idea what to do with these guys here. This Galvatron and the Sweep. I want to have them somewhere, but, you know, there's not a lot of places for them. But overall, I think that's where I'm going to end the stream today, guys. So have a good night. Good day. I'm not sure what time it is, so bye-bye. Thank you for joining. Tarnhauser, Os, and let's see, who else was here? I gotta scroll up a bit. Figure that out. TJC Turtle, Chim, Lord Corporal, and everybody else. So, have